My name's Scot Hollenbeck, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. And I've been to camp 12 to 15 times. I lost track somewhere in there. So I started out doing every sport that I could as a kid: track, swimming, basketball, football, baseball, anything else that came along, a little soccer in there. And then I got paralyzed when I was 14. I got back into swimming. It was horrible at that point, but figured some of that out. And then got into wheelchair racing and wheelchair basketball. Went to the University of Illinois, played basketball and raced there. Tried out for my first Paralympics in '88. I was dead last and didn't make the team. And then I buckled down, and I made the Paralympic team in 1992 for Barcelona, and also there was a 1,500 meter event for the wheelchairs, and so I went to that. And then from there, I really got into it, and I ended up competing in '96 and 2000 and 2004. And I did a ton of road racing along the way. So yeah, had a number of world records and national records and medals and all that jazz, and it was a blast. Learned a lot, got to travel around the world and see some cool places and meet some great people. After I stopped racing wheelchairs competitively, got into triathloning in like 2011. And ended up going to the Kona World Championships. There's 4 slots globally. You got to make one of those slots and qualify. And I went back in 2016 as well. Made it one more time. I was inspired to come to wheelchair sports camp because I'd met Bob, and I thought he was awesome, and I'd see him at different road races, and he kept talking about this camp thing, and so I came up. And he was right. It is awesome. So camp helps new campers and old campers learn just all kinds of new life skills in a variety of ways. One, you're watching and seeing all these other individuals doing things, and that's how we learn a lot, is through our peer groups. So I might look over at Raffaele Barra and check out his chair or his cushion, or ask him questions about how he stays healthy. And so I'm always learning from the people that have been there longer and been doing it successfully, and sometimes people that haven't been there long, they're doing it successfully. That, and then as far as the activities, like, there's everything. There's rock climbing, there's paintball wars, there's water skiing. And so it's just a really unique place where you can try so many different things, and nobody cares if you're good at it or not. It's just that you're giving it a go. And that's what keeps me coming back, is just the new people I'm going to meet. I get to learn from them and share with them, and continuing to have new activities and just be a part of the whole process. But it's sort of like this 5-day master's class in advanced living with a disability, and being around people and staff and volunteers that are all just there to have a great time and lift and hold each other up as high as they can. As I look back and think on the hundreds of people that I've met at camp, and think about the meaningful experiences that they had, or that we both had through our interactions, getting to work on people's wheelchairs and show them how to work on their chairs and how to get more out of the chair has been sort of the area that has brought the most. And we built like cushions, and so it was incredibly rewarding to work with some of the folks that came over from Africa. Yeah, just sitting there and literally like putting together a wheelchair, showing people how to fix it themselves, and then building cushions. That was really stands out to me. I think what makes the National Wheelchair Sports Camp different from other camps is a range of activities that we're participating in, and just sort of the community building that occurs. You know, it's not like a zeroed in singular sport high performance experience, but it is high performance. Like, you can learn a lot there. But what I really love the age ranges. I love that it's cross disability, male and female, young and old, as I said. And that there's just always this playful invitation to just show up and, you know, give a little of what you got. I mean, to get to play dodgeball with, you know, some of the staff, and then having your 9-year-old niece there, just having the time of her life, and, you know, the rain's dropping and people are all over camp. Like, when things happen, like, it's camp just adjusts. It's very fluid and flexible like that, and I think that's great. It's my first or second camp, and Martinson was there, and I was just getting to know this enigma of a human being that Jim Martinson is. And so we're doing this paintball war, and so I'm like going out in the woods, looking around, and I see that there's like this wheelchair just sticking out from the back of this tree, and I'm like, oh, I got him now. So I come in, and I got out of my wheelchair, and I'm like crawling through these bushes, and then I get where I think I'm going to be able to see him, and there's no one in the wheelchair. And then I hear this giggle, and then I hear bap, 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 bap. And Jim Martinson has climbed like 20 feet up into a tree, and he just pelted me all over my body. That was pretty epic. And I loved getting up with some of the campers and the staff, and, you know, we'll get up and do our early morning rides together, and to just be out there when the sun's rising, and just like in this group of 5 hand bikers or wheelchair racers, and you're just looking across this beautiful landscape. And, you know, Minnesota farmland is going past you, and we're out there at 6 in the morning just doing it. So those are a couple of my favorite ones. Yeah, I think if you are thinking about coming to camp, you've never been, you've heard about it, like, do yourself a favor, come and check it out. You're gonna laugh so hard that you'll get stomach muscles from it, and it's really a time to remember. The most valuable lesson I've gotten from camp, learned from camp, is in witnessing how Bob Bardwell dreams, and how he then manifests his dreams, and how his perseverance, his faith in God and other human beings, and just how it creates beautiful things in the world. And it's been a huge lesson for me. I reflect on it daily, and it has made me want to be a better person in service to others. So, yeah,